Hello everyone, I am Ananya. Welcome to my study channel Learnify, where learning becomes simplified. So in today's class I am going to teach you a very important chapter of ancient history, Gupta Empire. So you should know that this empire is called Golden Age of ancient history. So I will tell you why it is known as Golden Age of ancient history during the class, but I am going to tell you in the beginning. So because this is known as Golden Age of ancient history, so that is why many questions in the portion of art and architecture and other, and also the details about the important rulers are asked in almost all the government exams, and every year definitely one or two questions are asked from this chapter on ancient history. So the Gupta dynasty and the Mauryan dynasty, these are the very important chapters of ancient history. You can leave the rest chapters of ancient history and do only these two chapters for scoring a decent marks. But if you want to top the exam, or you want to get a good all India rank, then you should definitely cover all the chapters of ancient history with me. Okay, so I am going to tell you that whatever the important facts that I am telling you in this video, you should mark it properly in your book or write in your notes and revise it at least 5 to 6 times before going for the exam, because these facts are very important. So just study properly with me that I am going to tell you important facts, so just mark it properly. And if you like the video, then please share it with your friends also, and tell me your doubts and queries in the comment box if you have any. Okay, so let's get started. So Gupta age, number one, Gupta age is called Golden Age of ancient India. Now the question comes, why it is called Golden Age of ancient India. गोल्डन एज मतलब कि गोल्डन एज का मतलब है जहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा अचीवमेंट्स हुई हो, सबसे ज़्यादा जहाँ पे आर्किटेक्चर सबसे ज़्यादा बना हो, और जिसके मतलब ये हमारे पास सोर्सेज और लिटरेरी सोर्सेज बेसिकली, और आर्कोलॉजिकल और देखने लायक मोन्यूमेंट्स बहुत ज़्यादा हों. So it is called Golden Age because during this time the art, architecture, literature, science, technology, the use of metals, metallurgy and philosophies, they gained popularity. Okay, that is why Golden Age is called, that is why Gupta Age is called Golden Age of ancient India. Okay, so Sri Gupta was the first ruler of the dynasty, followed by his son. So who was the founder of Gupta Age? Sri Gupta, and then his son followed him. Bhitri pillar inscriptions dating to his reign give the chronology of Guptas and his conflict with Pushyamitra and Hunas. Okay, so Bhitri pillar inscription gives us information about the chronology of Guptas. Chronology means that who was the first king, then second king, then third king. That it give मतलब कि उसने हमें एक सीरीज़ दे दी कि पहले ये वाला गुप्ता किंग आया था, फिर ये वाला, फिर ये वाला. तो उसमें ये दिया हुआ है भीतरी पिलर इंस्क्रिप्शन में. And what else is given, and the details of the conflict with Pushyamitra, Shunga and Hunas. Okay, so now one by one we will read about the important Gupta rulers and their achievements. So I will tell you only the most important facts that are important about that ruler and have been asked in the various exams as well. So just mark that properly or write it properly in your notebook so that you can refer to it afterwards. First ruler was Chandragupta I. So people call him the actual founder of Gupta dynasty because maybe he was the first founder who had many achievements, who did many contributions for the welfare of the dynasty. So he is called the actual founder. Who was the real founder was Sri Gupta. The actual founder was this Chandragupta I. He assumed the title of Maharaja Dhiraj. So this is also important. He assumed the title of Maharaja Dhiraj. His accession marks the beginning of Gupta era. So question can come that who's sitting on the accession, मतलब कि throne पे बैठना, ठीक है, like whose accession marks the beginning of Gupta era. It was Chandragupta I. He married the Lichavi princess Kumar Devi and increased the influence in northern Bihar region. Gold coins depicting Kumar Devi and Chandragupta were minted as Kumar Devi coins. So this is important that Kumar Devi coins, gold coins were minted during his era. Next ruler is Samudragupta. He was the son of Chandragupta I. Now the various conflicts and wars that Samudragupta that Samudragupta fighted, they are recorded in Prashasti. In Prayag Prashasti, the various conflicts or the wars that Samudragupta fighted, they are mentioned. So Harisena was his court poet. This is very 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 important question, that Harisena was a court poet of Samudragupta. According to Prayag Prashasti, Samudragupta conquered 8 kings of Aryavarta. Aryavarta, this is the old term for northern India that we use. So he defeated 8 kings of Aryavarta and 12 kings of Dakshin Path. Dakshin Path is South India. So this is the most important question you need to remember about Samudragupta, that he conquered 12 kings of South India and 8 kings of northern India. Now he conducted Ashwamedha Yajna also to expand his empire. Issued Ashwamedh coins, Tiger Slade coins, Battle Axe coin and Veena coin. And in that Veena coins, we can see that Samudragupta is himself depicted playing a Veena. Okay, so he was called Napoleon of India. This is very 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 important. He was called Napoleon of India. That, as you people, some of you might be knowing that Napoleon was a person whose wish was to conquer the entire world, become the ruler of entire world. So basically, like this Samudragupta also, he also had same kind of intentions, that he pursued to conquer the major part of India. As we have read that he conquered eight kingdoms of northern India and 12 kingdoms of southern India. So he is called, due to his successes, he is called Napoleon of India. Allahabad pillar inscription called him Dharma Prachar Bandhu. Okay. Next comes Next comes Chandragupta II. He took the title of Vikramaditya and reigned from Ujjain. So this ruler, it reigned from Ujjain. Means Ujjain was the capital of Chandragupta II. Udayagiri cave inscription and Sanchi inscription inform us about this. So in some paragraphs it is given that which particular inscriptions give us the evidences about the the kingdom of that king. So you should remember that which inscription is for which king. Like we have studied before, that Bhitari pillar inscription, it gives us the chronology. So it is basically for all the kings, but you should remember for each one also. That is very important. So Chandragupta II reigned from Ujjain. Udayagiri cave inscription and Sanchi inscription give us information about him. He was the first Gupta monarch to mint silver coins with lion motifs patterned after Saka coinage. So he was the first Gupta ruler to mint silver coins with lion motifs. Now Mehrauli pillar inscriptions also give us the important details about the kingdom of Chandragupta II. His court was home to Kalidas and Amar Singh. So this is very important, that during Samudragupta's time Harisena was the court poet, and during Chandragupta II's time Kalidas and Aman Sen was there. So Fahin, a Chinese Buddhist monk, paid a visit to his court. So during the reign of Chandragupta II, Fahin, a Chinese pilgrim, he visited to India. Next comes a very 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 important ruler, Kumargupta. The Karamdanand inscription refers to King Kumargupta as the ruler of 4 seas. So this is very important. He was called a ruler of 4 seas according to the Karamdanda inscription. The Manskar inscription as the ruler of the entire globe. So the Manskar inscription tells that he was the ruler of the entire globe. And the Damodarpur copper plate inscription call him Maharaja Dhiraj. Okay. So you should remember that which inscription refers him to as which, gives him which title basically. Next comes Bilsad or Itaha inscription mentions Kumargupta I. So this inscription also mentions Kumargupta I. This Kumargupta I performed Ashwamedha Yajna and assumed titles like, now after performing Ashwamedha Yajna, he assumed titles like Ashwamedh Mahendra and Mahendraditya. Kartikeya style coins depicting a peacock. So this is also a very important question asked in various exams, that which Gupta ruler worshipped Lord Kartikeya. So Kumargupta I worshipped Kartikeya. So this is basically an indirect question, that he produced Kartikeya style coins depicting a peacock. So people can confer to the idea that this ruler worshipped Lord Kartikeya. Okay. During his reign, Nalanda University was established. Now as you people know that in recent current affairs, we are seeing this Nalanda University has been reconstructed by our Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi. So this question becomes very useful for all the exams that are going to take place this year, and other even otherwise also this question is very important, that who built the Nalanda University. So Kumar Gupta, 1. Next comes Skand Gupta. His victory against Pushyamitra Shunga is commemorated in Bhitri pillar inscriptions. This is important, that Skand Gupta's victory against Pushyamitra Shunga is commemorated in Bhitri pillar inscription. He got the Sudarshan Lake repaired. Now Skand Gupta got the Sudarshan Lake repaired. So now, for Sudarshan Lake we have 3 questions. That who constructed the Sudarshan Lake? It was Chandragupta Maurya. Second question will be that who repaired the Sudarshan Lake? It was Skand Gupta. And the third question will be who that restored the Sudarshan Lake. Okay, so you should know the answer to all the 3 questions. Vishnu Gupta was the, so you have to tell me the answer in the comment box, that which ruler restored the Sudarshan Lake. Okay, so there is a difference between these 2 words, restored and repaired. Restore means to fill the water, get the drainage cleaned, मतलब कि थोड़ा थोड़ा उसकी सफाई करवा दी उसको, लाइक हो सकता है उसमें पानी आना कम हो गया हो तो उसके लिए उन्होंने कुछ किया. बट रिपेयर का मतलब है कि उसमें लाइक कुछ क्रैक्स है, कुछ है, उसको रेनोवेट किया एक तरह से इन्होंने. सो मतलब कि ये तो 2 जो टर्म्स हैं, रिपेयर और रिस्टोर, ये ऐसे डिफरेंट हैं एक दूसरे से. ओके, सो यू हैव टू टेल मी द आंसर ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, दैट विच रूलर एंड ऑफ विच एम्पायर got the Sudarshan Lake restored. Okay, who got the Sudarshan Lake restored? So please tell me the answer in comment box. Vishnu Gupta was the last recognized Gupta ruler. So this is important. Who was the last recognized Gupta ruler? Vishnu Gupta. So for Gupta period, we don't have to do, these all things are not so important. So what is important, I have marked that, so we will do only those things. And if you want, then in the next class I will also made some notes for the Gupta period. I have prepared some handwritten notes, so I will teach you using that also in the next class for better understanding of the chapter on Gupta Empire, because as I have told you before also, this is a very important chapter. The Gupta age and the Mauryan age, these are the 2 most important chapters of the ancient history. So we all should know even the minutest details about every ruler, because questions are asked every year in the various exams. So we should try our best to cover all the things very clearly and in every possible detail, so that we can clear any exam. Now Sati was first mentioned in Bhanugupta's Iran inscription. Okay, so this is important, that the practice of Sati was first mentioned in Bhanugupta's Iran inscription. So next, which important thing I should tell you, this, that in administration you only need to know that the monarchy was the prevailing form of government. Monarchy का मतलब होता है कि वहाँ पे एक किंग था, राजा महाराजा, इसको इस टाइप की एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को हम monarchy कहते हैं. ओके, empire was divided into provinces, they were known as bhuktis. So the provinces were known as bhuktis. So our chapter on Gupta age is finished from the book. Now I will teach you this chapter from the notes as well, so that you can get a clear picture of what you need to learn and what you need to leave. But this is my promise to you, that whatever I am teaching you, the questions in the exam will be from this part only. You will not find any single question that will be outside from the content that I have taught you, or that I am teaching you now. Okay, so do see the class very carefully and write the important points in your notebook, or if you have the book, then any book of history, then you can mark in that. So please do these 2 chapters. Like, you have to do all the chapters very carefully, because everything is very important if we see for government and competition point of view. But these 2 chapters, Mauryan age and Gupta age, these are the most important chapters from which many questions are asked. So I will teach you this, because in book many useless things were also given. So that is why I am not teaching you this chapter entirely from the book, and I have prepared the handwritten notes for you. So I will teach you now from the notes. So as we know that Gupta age was called Golden Age of India. Okay, Because why it was called? Because art and culture, literature, technology, metallurgy, these all things flourished. So area is less than Mauryan Empire. So this is important. That the although समुद्रगुप्त बेसिकली समुद्रगुप्त ने ये सारे एक्सटेंड करने के लिए काम किए थे. Basically, Samudragupta tried his best to extend his empire to vast areas. He is also called Indian Napoleon for the same reasons, but still, their area is less than Mauryan Empire. Secularism was there in Gupta. Secularism means सेक्युलरिज्म होता है कि आप किसी भी रिलीजन को फेवर नहीं करते हो. मतलब जो आपके एक्शंस हैं, आपकी डीड्स हैं, उनसे ऐसा नहीं लगता कि आप किसी एक पर्टिकुलर कास्ट का बेनिफिट कर रहे हो. ओके, सो दे फेवर्ड सेक्युलरिज्म. Vishaka Datta has written Devi Chandraguptam and Mudra Rakshasam, which provide details about age of Guptas. So these two books you should remember, Devi Chandraguptam and Mudra Rakshasam. So here we will discuss some of the literary sources that give us important information about the Gupta age. Okay, so there was social, economic and religious accounts left by Chinese traveller Fa Hien. So the Chinese pilgrim who visited India during the Chandragupta II's time, Fa Hien, he left many accounts, many writings, or some kind of scripts he wrote during the reign of Chandragupta II. Okay, so social, economic and religious accounts left by Fa Hien. Second was Mehrauli iron pillar inscriptions, Allahabad pillar inscriptions, Bhitari pillar inscriptions, you all know. Next is Yajna, Valkya Smriti and Manu Smriti, Narad Smriti, and two famous poets were there, Kalidas, and second was Harisena. Okay, so maybe I forgot to write it, so you should write it that two famous poets were there, Kalidas and Harisena. Okay, and these Smritis, so you should remember these literary sources. Next comes, who was the founder? Founder was Sri Gupta. He was succeeded by Ghatotkacha. Okay, real founder, who is called founder, was Sri Gupta, was the real founder, actual founder. It was Chandragupta I. Okay, why he is called real founder? Because he waged many battles to attain the title of Maharaja the Raja, King of Kings. He married a Lichavi princess Kumar Devi, which began the eminence of Gupta Empire. Mehrauli iron pillar inscription mention of his conquests. Okay, now comes very important Samudragupta. He is called Indian Napoleon, greatest of the Gupta rulers. Allahabad pillar inscription mention of his conquests. He is called Kavi Raja because he is seen on a coin playing veena. Performed Ashwamedha Yajna, so also known as restorer of Ashwamedha. He is called Kavi Raja, Indian Napoleon, and restorer of Ashwamedha Yajna. He patronized poets like Harisena. Okay, he patronized him, means gave him money to उनको बढ़ाने के लिए, उनकी पोइट्री को, उनको इतनी अच्छी लगी उनकी पोइट्री कि ताकि उनको फेमस करने के लिए, उनको बढ़ाने, उनको लाइक अप्रिशिएट करने के लिए उनको मनी वगैरह दे, उनकी हेल्प करने के लिए. ओके, Samudragupta was a follower of Vaishnavism but also patronized great Buddhist scholars like Vasubandhu. So this is very important that he himself was a follower of Vaishnavism, but he was not a fanatic at all. Like, he was a secular king, but he followed Vaishnavism and patronized great Buddhist scholar Vasubandhu also. Now comes Chandragupta II. He was called Vikramaditya and Sakari. He extended his empire by matrimonial alliances. In the early era, some kings used to marry the daughter of a king who had no son. Like, there was a king who had only one daughter, so when they married the daughter, then after when the king has died, then automatically that property or that kingdom is acquired by son-in-law. So basically, using matrimonial alliances, they used to maintain friendly relations with a kingdom as well as acquire it after the original king's death. Its capital was Patliputra of Chandragupta II and commercial capital was Ujjain. So this is important for Chandragupta II. The capital was Patliputra and commercial capital was Ujjain. He married his daughter Prabhavati to Vakataka prince who ruled Deccan. So Chandragupta II married his daughter to the prince of Deccan. He had open trade with western countries as well. This is very important point, that during which ruler India had open trade with western countries. It was Chandragupta II. Fa Hien, a Chinese pilgrim or traveller, visited India. His accounts tell of a flourishing Buddhist religion in his reign. So Buddhist religion also, although he was a Vaishnavist, but Buddhist religion also he supported, and that flourished during his reign. Gangetic Valley during his time was called land of Brahmanism. Now in some of the writings of Fahim we can find that the northern plains or the Gangetic Valley, that is given the name land of Brahmanism. So from this we can confer to the fact that basically he promoted Brahmanism as well. Buddhism also, Brahmanism also, and he himself was a Vaishnavist. So from here we can get an idea that these Gupta rulers, they were very secular. So secularism was there during the age of Gupta. He patronized poets like Kalidas, first ruler to issue silver coins. He was the first ruler to issue silver coins. Now comes Kumar Gupta. He was a worshipper of Lord Kartikeya, laid foundation of Nalanda University. So these are the two most important points about Kumar Gupta. He got the title of Mahendra Ditya and Ashwamedha Mahendra because he performed Ashwamedha Yajna. Now comes Skandagupta. Now this is wrong that he was not the last ruler, but we can say that he was the last great ruler. Okay, so we can say that he was the last great ruler, but the last recognized ruler is Vishnugupta. मतलब कि जिसके बारे में हमें पता है कि था, ठीक है, क्योंकि बाकी तो कई छोटे छोटे रूलर्स होते हैं, उनके बारे में हमें ना ही कोई आर्कियोलॉजिकल सोर्स, ना ही कोई लिटरेरी सोर्स, हमें कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं मिली होती, तो हम यही समझ लेते हैं कि यही थे लास्ट रूलर. ओके, so this is because maybe they have not contributed much to the empire, or they were not so active, or they had not done something very grateful that was written in some inscription or in some writing. So that is why we have no information about some rulers. So we as students or as teachers, we see that we assume that the ruler of that empire for whom we had the latest information or very important some finding or contribution, then we say that this may be the last ruler only, because after this we have no no detail or no sources to know anything about the other rulers that might have been there. Okay, so we say that the Skandagupta was the last great ruler. Okay, he saved empire from Hun invasion. So this is important. He saved the Gupta empire from Hun invasion. Bhitari pillar inscription give us the information about Skandagupta, and he proclaimed himself the title Vikramaditya. Okay, so means nobody gave him this title, but he proclaimed it himself that he is Vikramaditya. So there is difference between these two terms. To proclaim yourself, and if somebody gives you the title, fine. So I hope that the chapter on Gupta Empire is very much crystal clear to you, because I have tried my best by teaching it from the book and as well as my handwritten notes also. So I hope that every possible detail about important detail about each ruler must be clear to you very nicely. Although if still you have any doubts, then you can freely ask me in the comment section, and please remember that during the class I have asked you one question, that who restored the Sudarshan Lake. So for that question, please tell me the answers in the comment box, so that it this is a kind of revision only. So I have thought that in each class I will ask you one question related to the previous lecture, so that the things get revised, the important things, so that you also don't forget them, the important facts. Okay, so please tell me the answers in comment box. You can refer to your notes also or the book also if you forgot the answer. Otherwise you should not forget it, because I have taught you very nicely in the previous lecture also. So I hope the lecture was very useful to you. Then please like and share my video with your friends, so that they may also get the benefit of learning the useful and important content for various government exams. And if you find any doubts, then please ask me in the comment box and answer the question also that I asked you today. So thank you so much.